Hi, I'm David from Kalshi, and today let's talk about the event page. So again, I'm on the demo environment, not the real Kalshi.com for these instructional videos. That's because I'm an employee of Kalshi, so I'm unable to trade on the real exchange. So for these videos, I'll be on the demo environment with fake funds. So for the sake of example today, we're on the S&P 500 yearly close event page. And let's say for the sake of example, we're interested in trading on the 4,500 to 4699.99 strike, which I've already conveniently opened up down here. The first thing I'd like to walk through is the graph view. So if you're on the order book view or the euro position view, please toggle over to graph, and you'll see this exact display. And what this chart will show you is how the price of yes or no within this strike has fluctuated over time. So the graph right now is showing the price of no and how it's fluctuated over time, which really has not fluctuated much at all. It was at 83 cents, just on August 1st, but now it's at 81 cents. And what's very neat about this graph actually is you can toggle it to show both yes and no. You can toggle it to show candlesticks, and you can also toggle it to show current buy price. So the biggest thing I'd like to spotlight within this chart is that by default, it shows last traded price. What does that mean? Last traded price means what the price of the yes and the no contract were in the last trade that was executed within the strike. So all this is saying is in the last trade that took place in the S&P 500 yearly close market within this strike that we're interested in, 4,500 to 4699.99, the no price was 81 cents and the yes price was 19 cents. And if you'd like to toggle it to show buy price, what you can actually do is, just go ahead and switch current buy price on instead. And as you can see, that jumps to 83 cents rather than 81. So the next thing is obviously, what do these prices represent? What does it mean that no is trading at 83 cents with the strike, and in the strike above it, yes is 14 cents and no is 87 cents? So the most important thing to remember about prices on Kalshi is that they represent probability. So within this strike, for example, what the market is saying is the probability that the S&P 500 will finish between 4,300 to 4499.99 by the end of the year is 14%. And the probability that it does not finish within this range, but either finishes above or below it, is 87%. And the reason why these prices represent probability is because at market close, if you're owning, for example, a correct contract on the yes side here, right, by the end of 2023, if it does turn out that the S&P finishes between 4,300 to 4499.99, that correct contract will turn into $1, right? So all correct contracts on Kalshi at market settlement turn into $1, thus symbolizing the probability of being correct is 100%. So that's why the prices on Kalshi represent probability, right? Because at market settlement, every correct contract turns into $1. And right now, obviously, the market's still going on. It's not the end of 2023 yet. So our yes is at 14 cents and our no is at 87 cents, and those are representing probability. A quick walkthrough of how to buy a contract too. Again, I said we were interested in buying, a contract within the strike, but let's say, hey, actually yes is looking a bit more attractive here. What super quick way we can place an order is just click the yes button here, specify the number of contracts we're interested in purchasing. Let's say that's 10, hitting review order and submitting. And what's super neat is the order panel over here on the right will actually show you the max profit you stand to gain and the estimated cost right here. And this max profit again is denoted by, the chance that if the S&P 500 does finish in this range by the end of the year, each of these 10 contracts will turn into $1, giving you 86 cents profit per contract. One last thing I'd like to spotlight here too is the rules section. So if you ever would like more detail on what data Kalshi is using to settle the value of the S&P 500 finishing at by the end of the year, that is there. If you're interested in the timeline of when the contract will close or pay out, it's also there. And for more details, click the button here for full rules, which will pull up an actual PDF with a lot more detail. Hope this is helpful, and happy trading.